How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I'm the Big Shot Critic, and today it's something a little different. I've been watching a lot of a YouTube channel called Let's Crash This Parade. He's also a movie channel. Go check him out. He does really good stuff. I'll link it below. He's been doing a lot of collection videos, as in his movie collection. And I couldn't help it. I gotta do one. I really wanted to do one already. I was waiting for more subscribers because I don't think anyone will care. But I'm going to do it anyway. So here it is. The entire collection. First up is TV. Don't worry, I only have 2 shows. 24, I'm going to try not to kill you with that reflection. This is the stupidest steelbook case you'll ever see in your life. It's very annoying. You can see it's dented. This is actually a bite mark from when I lent it to my brother. My nephew did that when he was very young. And on the inside, it doesn't get any easier. It has these... It's very hard to get out, and the discs are in these annoying sleeves. It's the most annoying case ever. What happened was my friend got me into 24. He begged and begged and begged and begged for years, he and another friend, to get me to watch, to borrow season 1 and start watching. Finally I did, and I got hooked, as he expected. 6 months later, he bought season 7 when it came out, and also I think he bought season 6 or something, and it was a buy 2, get 1 free, or get 1 half off, so he got this for me, and that's what started me down this dark path of owning all the 24 seasons. You can see here. Now, starting in about season 4, they did like these in-between season things that they would show on TV. And after season 6, there was a full-blown TV movie, 24 Redemption. Then they did 7 and 8. And then, of course, Live Another Day, which is technically a different TV show. So technically that's 2 TV shows in 1 TV movie. Next in TV is Pride and Prejudice. I just got this for Christmas. Shut up. 3 years ago, I had a friend who really, really liked Pride and Prejudice and talked about it all the time. I had only seen 1 version. I hadn't read the book. I still haven't read the book. And, well, what can I say? I share my mother's weakness for British period dramas, and it's really well done. It's really good. Also, in great contrast to 2021, this is shamelessly and exclusively about rich white people, which is kind of funny. I don't have a script for this video, for better or worse. Now to the movies. Aladdin. Okay, Okay, we're good. Aladdin. This is one of the newest in my collection. It's a childhood favorite of mine, and I've been looking out for it for a good price for a long, long time. And around Black Friday 2020, it was on sale at Target, $10 with this blu-ray, combo pack, which is how I like to get them. This is my favorite Disney movie of all time. Right here. Aquaman. Some people have mixed feelings. It's awesome. We're proceeding alphabetically, if you couldn't tell. There's 2 from my digital collection. I have 16 movies, digitally only. I didn't pay for any of them. First up is Battleship. This one was given to me by the Universal Pictures Home Entertainment Rewards Program. I think I've mentioned that before in my very first video. It was a promotion like, hey, renew your account and get a free movie. And I was like, sold. And their selection on the Universal program is always terrible. But I'm a sucker for wow. What's his freaking name? Taylor Kitsch. He's great. I love Taylor Kitsch. Battleship, it's the dumbest movie ever, but I like Taylor Kitsch. Next up is Big Hero 6. This one was back when Movies Anywhere was a new service, and for like the first 2 years, if you linked 2 accounts or more, it would give you 5 free digital movies, 1 from each participating studio. And Disney gave Big Hero 6, which is actually a pretty good movie. I was happy with that. Next up, Casablanca. I did a review on this. I got it in the Blu-ray bin a few years ago. Year and a half ago. Great movie. Castaway, also Blu-ray bin. Also, really good movie. I'm going to have to review this one day. Very good. Okay, another digital one. Chronicles of Narnia. Prince Caspian. My parents own it, the physical copy. And one day, way back when, I got really into Disney Movie Rewards, which is now Disney Movie Insiders. And I was redeeming those codes like crazy, even in my parents' collection, which isn't mine. But back then, when you redeem the code for the Disney Movie Rewards points, it automatically grants you the digital copy that's attached to the movie. I didn't know that, so I ended up with a few digital copies that actually belong from my parents' collection, because I was just going points crazy and wanted to, yeah. The Dark Knight, you may have heard of this one. I got this one for Christmas 2008. That's why it's a DVD. I don't replace old media. If I have a DVD that works, I don't replace it with a Blu-ray. Some people find that really strange. I don't upgrade unless the DVD stops working. I'm not a cinephile. Image quality, if it's enough, it's enough, and I get pulled in anyway. So I can watch a VHS if it's a good movie, if it pulls me in, you know? Whatever. Good movie. I don't watch it that much, though. I really should watch it more. Divergent. Let's Crash This Parade. When he got to this point in his collection, he started dogging on these movies hard. I actually like them. I think these are the best of the YA adaptations. That might be controversial, but they just have little things to elevate them above the rest, in my opinion. The second one. The third one, which I actually have not watched this disc yet, so I haven't seen the movie since theaters. Doesn't say a lot about my love for it, but we'll get one. We'll get there. Dr. No. This is the first James Bond movie, and I actually got this for Christmas just a couple weeks ago. It's the only early Bond movie. It's the only non-Daniel Craig Bond movie I own. Sometimes I just found myself hankering to watch it. Next up is Casino Royale. If you're confused, my collection is organized alphabetically with TV first, and when you hit the first movie in a franchise, the rest of the franchise follows, and then after that it proceeds alphabetically, which is why this comes after Dr. No. This one I bought. Well, I can't really go into that. It's my favorite movie of all time. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. Gotta have that one. I'm a sucker for Daniel Craig Bond. Even Spectre, which I think Daniel Craig's movies kind of got a little bit worse as time went on. Yes, I am saying Skyfall. It's not worse, but it's less watchable than Quantum of Solace. Quantum of Solace is so fast, so much action. It's pretty tough to get bored during that movie, in my opinion. Skyfall, very, very slow. Same problem here with Spectre. They have their virtues. The only Daniel Craig Bond film that I'll really defend to the death is Casino Royale. Just did a review on this one, Eddie the Eagle. Good movie. Fast and the Furious 1 through 6 and 7 and 8 and Hobbs and Shaw. These ones, I love them. I just did a video on that too. Fate of the Furious is still my favorite movie in the last, since it came out. This one I didn't get until Black Friday last year, so I held out for a while, but then I was like, man, $10. I bought it, and I don't regret it. Another digital copy that I got also from my parents' collection. I didn't mean to. You just type in the points back then, and it redeems the copy. Anyway, Frozen. So I have Frozen. The Fugitive. Maybe the best movie of all time. Even though it's not my favorite movie of all time. Maybe the best movie of all time. Maybe. Galaxy Quest. I think my brother got me this one for my 24th birthday. So, thank you. And the next digital-only copy is 2016 Ghostbusters. Don't hate me. Don't blame me. It's not my fault. When, Movies Anywhere, those 5 free movies that come from the 5 studios. Sony's contribution, Ghostbusters, 2016. Ugh. I haven't watched it. I don't want to. And I haven't found a way to get it out of my collection. I don't think there is a way, unfortunately. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. Next up, G.I. Joe. I got this for Christmas a couple years ago. I saw it at my brother's house. I said, G.I. Joe, huh? Because it's not his kind of movie. He and his wife said, yeah, we got that at a White Elephant gift. Do you want it for Christmas? I said, yeah. It's hilarious. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. It's so funny. Especially Snake Eyes. Godzilla. If you've been paying attention, you'll see this in my video intro, I'm sure. This was a gift from my cousin in 2008 for my birthday. If I don't mention where I got it, that means I just bought it. This one I just bought, the 2014 Godzilla. I actually kind of love this movie, which you would think I loved Rogue One as well because Gareth Edwards directed both, but I didn't like it as much. I don't know. This one, though, it was made for me. Some of those cinematic moments were just spot on for me. Hidden Fortress, I did a video on this one. I got it for myself for my birthday last year. I did a whole video on it, and now it's very popular. Go check it out. Another digital-only one is Home Alone. Someone had a DVD of something, and it came with like a pick one digital copy of Home Alone 1, 2, or 3. And my brother wanted the digital copy of Home Alone 1, but he didn't have any digital accounts, so he put it on my Vudu account. So now I have it digital. Thanks, I guess. House with a clock on its walls. In its walls. This is kind of it's just funny. It came out in 2018. I saw it with my girlfriend, and she didn't even like it as much. She was the one who wanted to see it, but she didn't like it as much as I did. The performances from Jack Black and Cate Blanchett were amazing, really amazing. And it's directed by what's his name? Yeah, Eli Roth. Kind of funny. The kid, he did okay. When he was acting like he was supposed to be crying, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But overall, funny movie. It's fun. Another digital one, Hulk, 2003, Ang Lee Hulk, which I actually like much better than the 2008 Incredible Hulk. That is a controversial opinion, I know, but visually, it's just cool. It's kind of weird, yeah. Okay, it's really weird, but it's cool. It's cool, and I like the colors. It's very colorful. The 2008 one is drab and dreary and dark, and not acted well. Except for Liv Tyler, she was good. But Jennifer Connelly, come on. Anyway, 2003 Hulk. This was another Universal Pictures blah 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 rewards from when I got Jurassic World for Christmas. Yeah, I saw that in the selection. I'm like, yeah, that one, because I actually already liked it back then. Good movie. Another digital only is Ice Age. Movies Anywhere, the 5 studios gave the 5 movies. Fox gave Ice Age, which I actually really like Ice Age. I think it's hilarious, so good on you, Fox. Inception. This was a Christmas present back in 2011? Yeah. From a friend of mine. My favorite Nolan movie is probably The Prestige. I don't have it, but it's probably my favorite. He has an exposition problem, Nolan. We all know it, deep down. We all know it. His exposition is so hammy, but man, he makes good movies. The Incredibles. This one was for free. It was through the Disney Movie Insiders program that I mentioned earlier. You rack up points and stuff for going to see movies or whatever, and you redeem them or whatever. And they have sweet rewards, way better than the Universal program, which is trying to catch up. Maybe one day they will. So this was free. They just sent it to me because I had enough points, and I was like, yeah, I'll have that. Good movie. Independence Day. This one was a gift from my girlfriend, Christmas 2019. Nice gift. Great movie. This has aged so well. Everyone knows it. There's no denying it. It's not even stupid. It's not a dumb movie. It's pretty smart. Obviously a childhood favorite. Interstellar. Blu-ray bin. I like Nolan. I do. I didn't consider this a must-own, but for Blu-ray bin prices, yeah, I'll have that. Iron Man. My favorite of the MCU movies is this one. Closely followed by Winter Soldier. Another very, very good one. But this one edges it out just a bit because I remember in 2008 when everyone expected Iron Man to be just another movie. You know, superhero movies were all over the place back then, and it didn't look like anything special. It wasn't. It was a sleeper hit. A lot of people forget that. But in 2007, if you told someone that the most popular Marvel superhero in the whole world would be Iron Man, people would be like, yeah, okay, whatever. They tell you to get out of town. It's a joke, but yeah, smash hit, obviously. Everyone knows the rest of the history, but my favorite MCU movie, Iron Man 2. Marvel's The Avengers, which, if you do strictly alphabetize, it must go under M for Marvel's The Avengers. They had to do that, remember? Because The Avengers was the old Ralph Fiennes movie from the 90s based on the old British TV show. Yeah, Marvel's The Avengers, not The Avengers. Iron Man 3. Clearly I don't own all the Marvel movies, just the ones I like. Captain America the Winter Soldier. This one, every time I watch it, I'm like, is it the best MCU movie? Is it? Is it? Because it's so good. Age of Ultron. Civil War. Doctor Strange. This was the reason I bought this is because I think Benedict Cumberbatch, man, he's just so good. Spider-Man: Homecoming. Black Panther. Infinity War. Endgame. And Spider-Man: Far From Home. This one I bought around Black Friday last year, 2020. I saw it it's still wrapped. I saw it at Walmart for like $7. And I thought, that's a good deal. And I was really tempted. Next day, or 2 days later, I saw it at Best Buy for $7. And I was like, but the clincher was the Best Buy one came with the slipcase. The Walmart one didn't. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. $7. Pretty good deal. I wasn't sure. Yeah. Jack Reacher. This one I held out on buying for a long time. I saw it in theaters. Originally, the reason I was interested was because Werner Herzog was the villain. And he's not an easy man to get in front of your camera. So it got me to the theater, and man, he was good. Christopher McQuarrie. Whew. Yeah, he's hopefully he's got good things ahead. He's on a good run right now. Another digital only one is Jason Bourne. Again, Movies Anywhere. What is it? Universal. They gave Jason Bourne. I saw it in theaters once. I haven't watched it since then. I thought it was loud. I thought it was okay, and kind of laughable when these super secret super spies are driving armored cars through the middle of Las Vegas, throwing cars up in the air. So much for super spies. John Carter. This one is divisive, but I love John Carter. I love this movie. For one, I really, really, really enjoyed it in theaters. I think it's a great thrill to watch still. And for two, big fan of Taylor Kitsch. The world premiere of X-Men Origins Wolverine was in Tempe, Arizona, because we won some contest where we go online and type in your zip code. The boss of Harkins Theaters, which is headquartered here, led a campaign online to get people to submit, our zip code, and we won. We won the world premiere. So I went. I didn't pay to get to the red carpet, but I kind of snuck up to it, and I got a really sweet spot. Got Hugh Jackman's and Taylor Kitsch's autograph and saw all the people walking by. Alice Cooper was there too. That was cool. He's a Phoenix native, for those of you who don't know. They signed a poster of mine. Maybe I'll show that to you sometime. But anyway, John Carter, I love it. I love it. Sorry. Maybe you don't. That's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Jurassic World. This one I got for Christmas. 2015, I guess. Yeah, it's silly. But at the end, the way the whole climax goes down, it's amazing. It's like a thrill ride. It's honestly, it's the movie I closest compare to a roller coaster. Is the end of this movie, the climax. It's fun. King Kong. This is this was originally in my parents' collection, but I kind of adopted it. I kidnapped it, and I never gave it back because no one else really watched it. So now it's mine. Okay, digital only. The Lego Movie. The 5 participating studios. Warner Brothers gave the Lego Movie. Good movie. I don't like it as much as everyone else. Back in 2014, before it came out, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, it looks so dumb," and I was like, "Are you kidding me? It's gonna be funny." And then it came out, and everyone else was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so funny," and I was like, "That's funny." Too ADD for me, and I have ADD. Logan Lucky. I've mentioned this earlier on my channel. Big fan of Daniel Craig, obviously. And he's really the reason I saw this movie, and I thought it was funny enough to buy. I lived in the South for a time, and this nails the sort of the pace, the slower pace of everyone in the South. Yeah, this nails it, and for that reason, and Daniel Craig, and it's funny. It's a pretty good movie. The Lord of the Rings extended Blu-ray. I got this for Christmas 2014 from my brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate it because this is near prized possession. This is like, if I had a prized possession, if I was the kind of person to say that kind of thing. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful movies. The First Hobbit extended. Not as good as Lord of the Rings, but I enjoyed it. The Second Hobbit extended. Not as good as the First Hobbit extended, but I enjoyed it. The Martian. I know you were expecting the Third Hobbit extended, but I don't have it. Why? Because it's rated R. I don't watch rated R movies. I grew up not watching rated R movies. I adopted the policy for myself because I don't like swear words, nudity, and extraneous violence. It's a personal rule. Yes, it's arbitrary. I know there are a lot of classic movies that I haven't seen because they're rated R. I know. Well, I don't like swear words. I don't like gratuitous sex and nudity. I don't like gore and like graphic violence. Not my thing. I don't like it. Also, there are so many movies and like half of them are rated R. So just having this rule, personal rule that is arbitrary, saves me time because I don't want to watch. I need to weed through them somehow, don't I? I know the rating system is different in other countries anyway, which makes it extra arbitrary. I know. I've seen a handful of R-rated movies unedited. I've seen a whole lot more on TV. I know. Uncultured, blah, blah, blah. I know. But The Martian might be the best movie of 2015. I would say definitely, if it weren't for Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Wait, crap, there's a digital copy I need to mention first. Mission Impossible 4, which I got on digital as a reward for buying Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I had a choice between 1 through 4 on digital, and I picked 4. I mean, 1's good, 2, everyone knows 2's bad. 3, a lot of people like 3, but I think it's built entirely on tension. Like, the only emotion you feel in that movie is tense, and it'll give you a headache or something. I own 4 on digital. I own 5 on physical and digital. Christopher McQuarrie, man, he's good. He's really good. I got to meet him once at the test screening for Mission Impossible Fallout. Yeah, he was a cool guy. This is before, masks and things. I'm not going to get political on this channel. This is before that, so I got to meet him and shake his hand and talk to him and see his face. It was great. He's a nice guy, and he's very, very good. I'm looking forward to what he has in store for us now that he is the Justin Lin of Mission Impossible movies. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Justin Lin directed like 90,000 Fast and Furious movies, and now Christopher McQuarrie got the deal to direct like 90,000 Mission Impossible movies. So, good movie. I like 5 better. I know that's a controversial opinion, but I like 5 better. This one, I'm glad it brought attention to the franchise. I'm glad people respect it and respect Christopher McQuarrie maybe more, and Tom Cruise as a producer, because, man, he's dedicated. Good movie. I like 5 better. Midway, another digital-only movie, is Midway. I did a review on that. It was my first video ever on this channel. Midway 1976, not 2019. Good movie. If you want to know my thoughts, check out the review. The Muppets, 2011. Yeah, this one's funny. I like it. I think it's very funny. Jason Segel. Sure, Jason Segel. He wanted to bring back the Muppets. He was a fan, so he got this together, made it happen. That's why he's not in the sequel. Sorry it didn't take off, buddy. And it's funny. It's good. Not as good as the 90s versions. The Muppets Most Wanted. This one I got from Disney Movie Rewards as well. This one, it was free. I don't think I'd be willing to pay for it. It's funny, but it's not nearly as good as the first one, which isn't nearly as good as some of the 90s ones that I grew up with, and I'm not as familiar with the earlier ones than that. But this one's funny. The cameos are hilarious, especially Josh Groban. Night at the Museum. This is a fun movie. It's funny. There's also a funny memory associated with this, a movie-going memory. I was with some friends in high school. We went to see it. We were kind of late to the theater. It was a Friday night. The parking lot was packed. We parked really far away, and we sprinted like a third of a mile to the entrance of the theater. We were laughing our heads off the whole time doing it, ducking and dodging around cars, trying not to get run over. You know those annoying kids, high school kids at the movies? When you go to the movies, that was us that night. Sorry, and but we got a laugh, and it's a fond memory for me. So about the movie, it's a funny movie. It's a good movie. I like it. Another digital copy I own, without the physical, is Onward from 2020. I got this because I bought Onward for my girlfriend for her birthday. And she doesn't have a digital library, so she let me have it. I know, that's kind of, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Penguins of Madagascar. This one I found in the Blu-ray bin. Believe it or not, I've never seen any of the Madagascar movies. But I have seen this. I own it, obviously. I don't buy movies unless I've seen them and I want to see them again. That's sort of my thing. That's why my collection is somewhat small for someone who says they love movies. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. This was the first one I got from Disney Movie Rewards, which is now Disney Movie Insiders. And it's not like my favorite movie of all time, but I thought it was fun. It's good, given the selection at the time. I said, yeah, I'll have that. And it's got Toby Kebbell in a live-action role without doing a CGI monkey or anything, which is cool, I guess. Toby Kebbell's underrated. He's good. Not just for motion capture. He's good. Also, I used to play the old Prince of Persia games, not the early 2000s ones, the 90s ones, the side-scrollers. They were fun. Another digital only is Ready Player One. Same story as Onward. I bought it for my girlfriend for her birthday in 2018 because she liked it, and she doesn't have a digital collection, so I took it. Planet of the Apes prequel trilogy. If I could pick one movie of the entire decade of the 2010s, one franchise of the entire decade of the 2010s that stands out as like popular but also really, really well done, I'd pick this. They're so good. They're so good. Next is The Rundown. This is one of those kind of random movies from the past, early rock movie, but it's really good, and I got it cheap. I like it. The Sandlot. I did a review on this. I think I got it for my birthday. No, Christmas, maybe. 2012. Maybe my birthday in 2013. I don't know. Thanks, whoever got it. Thank you. You know what this is. This is Seven Samurai. I got this for Christmas a couple weeks ago. From my sister, thank you. And it's Seven Samurai. I mean, it's Seven Samurai. You know? Shrek 1 through 4. I like these movies. I got this for myself for Christmas a couple weeks ago. I like it. Another digital only one is The Sound of Music. Again, I bought this one for my girlfriend for Christmas, and she doesn't have the digital collection, and I do, so she gave me the digital code. I know, I'm a little embarrassed. Space Jam. This movie, well, it's not that good. The thing that really carries it through is the soundtrack. Amazing, amazing, amazing soundtrack. And obviously, childhood memories. Spider-Man. I got this for my birthday in 2009, actually. I love this movie. I did a video on it in the earlier. You can check it out. Spider-Man 2. I got this for Christmas 2004. I think this is the best superhero movie ever made. Right here. Spider-Man 3. I got this for Christmas 2007. Yeah. Not as... It gets a lot of hate. It deserves most of it, but it's good. It's better than you remember, and it's very funny. I still like it. This is Star Trek 1 through 10, from the motion picture all the way to Nemesis. This is a set that, and I've reviewed 2 of those. This is a set that my girlfriend got me for my birthday in 2019, and it is, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I was already sort of growing into Star Trek fandom, and this kind of pushed me over the edge, where I fell in headlong, and much to her dismay, but I love it. Thank you again. This is a DVD of Star Trek Generations. Obviously, this one was replaced by the Blu-ray that was a gift, but, DVDs are more portable, so this is nice to have. This was a gift for my birthday in 2009. No, 2008. 2008. From my cousin. Thank you. This is a DVD of Star Trek First Contact, my very favorite Star Trek movie. Also bought for me by that same cousin for that same birthday in 2008. Thank you. Star Trek 2009. I liked it. I don't think it's aged well. Star Trek Into Darkness. I like it even more than Star Trek 2009. I think it's aged a heck of a lot better. And I hold the controversial opinion that these Star Trek movies, the new 3, have gotten better with each one. Most people think they've gotten worse. I think they've gotten better. Rounding it out is Star Trek Beyond. My favorite Star Trek movie outside of Star Trek First Contact. By far my favorite of the new 3. People say it's dumb because Justin Lin directed Fast and Furious movies, but it's so good. And this hits way, 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 way closer to home and to feeling like actual Star Trek. I know, I'm one of those old farts. Actual Star Trek. It's just more like a Star Trek movie, which is really great because this was the 50th anniversary of the franchise. Okay, we're on the last pile. I've been bringing them in piles. So here we go. Star Wars, the original trilogy. Come on, you gotta own that. Star Wars, the prequel trilogy. I am a prequel lover. I'm not a prequel hater. I've been a prequel fan since before memes made them popular again. I was a prequel fan when they came. I'm obviously the originals are better, and I hate the sequels. But I like these movies, even Episode 2. Yes, I do put it on sometimes, and I watch it beginning to end because I like it and I enjoy it. Truth be told, I've always liked Episode 1 and 3. Episode 2, when I saw it in theaters as a kid, I was 13. I was disappointed. Yeah, I'll be honest. I was disappointed. I expected more. I was confused at why some scenes were so bad. You know the scenes I'm talking about, the ones with Anakin and Padme, blah blah blah. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. But it's really grown on me. It's really grown on. And the memes have only helped it grow on me. But I never turned my back on the prequels. I never did. Star Wars The Force Awakens. I know I just said I hate the sequels, but this one, back in 2015, come on, we were all swindled. We thought, this movie gave us the impression that they at least had a plan. We knew they threw out George's plan, but this gave us the impression that they at least had a plan, which they didn't. But still, even though J.J. Abrams was making stuff up as he was going along, it's still fun. It's fun. It's kind of long. Okay, it is too long. The whole sequence with the mouths that roll around is unnecessary, but Stardust. This movie I mentioned in my last video with Eddie the Eagle. It's good. I love this movie. I know I don't watch rated R movies, so I haven't seen Layer Cake or Matthew Vaughn's other movies, Kingsman, blah, blah, blah. But whatever. This one's good, and I like it a lot. It's really good. And I fall in love with Claire Danes every time I see this movie. Frankly. The last digital-only movie that I own is The Sword in the Stone. This was also amongst my parents' collection when I was grabbing all the Disney movie rewards points I could, and it automatically gave me the digital copy. So, sorry. Oops. I'll buy you one if you want it. Taken. You know what Taken is. This is the only one in my collection that I bought used because my friend was selling some movies, and I wanted to help him out, I guess. So $4 used Taken. And I know he takes care of his discs. So, take it. Who doesn't like Taken? Next is The Terminal. This is one of those sort of overlooked Spielberg movies with Tom Hanks. It's the one where he's stuck in the airport, he has to live there. Funny premise, well executed, funny movie, heartwarming, all that. This one was a gift from my brother in like Christmas 2006 or something, maybe 7, somewhere in there, just a couple of years after it came out. It's the only Spielberg movie I own, amazingly. Eventually I'll have to get some of the Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park and whatnot, but this one's really good. WALL-E. I think I got this one for Christmas 2008, and I love WALL-E. It's my favorite Pixar movie. I really like it. I actually saw this at midnight. Can you believe that? This is back when the early screenings were only at midnight, and I went at midnight with some friends. Family. At midnight to see WALL-E. Anyway, it's funny. Wreck-It Ralph. I really like Wreck-It Ralph. I first discovered it on Blu-ray. My friend had it, and I watched it with him or something. It's good. I really liked it. Ever since then, I've kind of been keeping an eye out for it for the right price. $25. No, I'm not gonna. Sorry, Wreck-It Ralph. No, but when Aladdin was on sale at Target, this was also on sale, and I think they were on sale other places. Just last Black Friday around Thanksgiving, $10. So I snagged it, and I'm happy with it. Very last but not least, Zootopia. This movie I liked. 2016 was a really good year for movies with this and Star Trek Beyond and Civil War and Eddie the Eagle. This one, I just had a feeling from the trailers that I was really, really going to like this movie. And I did. I do. I like this movie a lot. I think it's kind of underrated. It fell under Moana's shadow, which came out in November the same year. This was like February or March. I think this is better than Moana. That's just me. I can see why some people would like Moana better if you're into musicals or the imagery. It's certainly a pretty movie, but I like this one better. And I don't own Moana. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of my collection. If you didn't like this video, if you didn't watch this video, if you're bored of this video, blame Let's Crash This Parade. It's his fault. He posted all those videos that were super long, and I actually watched them, and I liked them, and blame him. It's his fault. But like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell me what you thought of my collection. What controversial opinion did you totally disagree with? What makes me the stupidest thing ever? I know I don't watch R-rated movies. That's going to be an unpopular one on YouTube. Especially when I claim to be a movie buff and I don't watch R-rated movies. What the heck is that about? But I will, whatever. It's my choice. Who cares? Have a good day. Have a good life. Have a good week. I'm going to have to edit the crap out of this.